What's up everybody, Joel back with you for another video here on the Snap-on Tool Review. Today we are working on the Ram of Doom. Doom. Christmas came early for me. I bought myself an early Christmas present. We are going to put on an S&B cold air intake, and it's fucking full of snow. God damn. Well, let's clean it off and open up the hood and get to it. All right. So besides having a 50 series Flowmaster on the truck, there's nothing else on the truck that's not stock. So I decided I would go with S&B. I did a little bit of research. Seems like this is what the Ram guys like. And so this part number, it's a fairly new one. It's 755106. It's the cold air intake from S&B. Let's see what's all in the box. Hopefully we got some instructions in here. So we got the body itself. Let's take this thing out. We'll set all this stuff aside. Get it all ready. I got the preloaded oiled filter for it. Suckers. All right, that'll be the filter. This is the top of it. I might do something special with this. Depends on if I put if the S&B is actually on the glass. I'll show you guys what this thing looks like in a minute. Some tubes. The new snorkel. No destructions, so we're gonna have to go online and get the destructions for it. It shouldn't be too bad. It should be pretty simple to put on. So let's get to it. We are gonna see how far we can get without instructions, and then we'll go from there. If I need the instructions, we will deal with the instructions later. So. Let's do it. Suppose we can throw this away now. All right, there are a few 8mm screws down here, so we got to take those out so we can get out the bracket that holds the old airbox. So we got to do that. Well, we're supposed to remove the entire fender liner. Fuck that, I don't want to do that. So you can push it down enough. There's a couple of bolts underneath there that holds this tray in, and then you got a couple bolts here, and then this thing will slide right out. All right, we gotta install this tube seal here. I think half of the fun of doing this is actually being able to do it yourself, right? Where, you know, a lot of people got to take this to a shop and get it done. You know what? We're mechanics. We can do this shit ourselves, man. All right, tube seal is on. A nice S&B logo right there. Just wait till you see this thing when it's done. It's going to look awesome. Okay, there's a grommet right here that we got to install. We'll just spray it with a little bit of silicone so it slides in nice and easy. Okay, that one's in. All right, put this bracket on here. So this one here has an option so you can have, you take the fender liner completely out, and this is another source for air. So I've opted at this point, I can always do it again and take it out, but I'm gonna leave it as far as this way goes. I am not going to be using this. So we'll plug it off. They give you a nice little rubber gasket or rubber plug, I guess it would be called. Well, we're going to plug that off. It just kind of snaps right into place. Right, next we got to swap over the intake air temperature sensor. So let's take that out. We're reusing it, obviously. Got to be careful not to break this little guy. And then this has this is all built into the factory Chrysler snorkel or intake tube. So this one uses a grommet, so just use a grommet and install this. And perfect, we are installed. It looks good to me. This goes 90 straight up on a 90-degree angle. So that looks good. It's all in there. All right, so we can put the box in. Thanks, man. So we're totally doing this the flat rate way, obviously. Pull down the fender liner instead of taking it all the way out. So that bracket just gets bolted up in there, so we're going to do that right now. Basically just leave this loose for now until we're all ready to button it up. Alright, so these bolts have all been tightened up. Those go to the inner fender liner. This bolt has been tightened up. I just got to tighten up the one down below for the bracket, and then we're going to put this thing all together now. Alright, get this intake tube on. These clamps on there. Install our new hose in there, and then we can get our engine cover on. All right. All right, guys, almost there. Let's get this thing hooked up. get this all bolted up, and then we can get the finishing touches all done. All right, so because this thing is a sealed unit, it does come with a grommet or a gasket you put around the housing. All right, guys. The finishing touches of this whole thing. Got my hands all washed. All right, guys, it is all in, ready to go. I'm gonna start it up here in a second so you guys can see everything is all looking nice and new. All right, I am stoked. Let's get this thing fired up. Alrighty, guys, I am clearly happy with this product. I will give you guys an update in maybe a couple of months or whatever as to how the fuel mileage, throttle response, and all that kind of stuff is doing. It's supposed to be a lot better, so I'm hoping that it is. I know that sometimes the fuel mileage might go up a little bit because, you know, the sound of the intake sounds so cool. But hey, that's just the cost of having such a cool part. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will leave the link to S&B filters in the description for you guys. You guys can check it out for yourselves. Maybe there is one that fits your guys' vehicle. I'm clearly happy with it. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to comment, like, share, subscribe, and peace out, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you.